It's not uncommon for politicians to play fast and loose with the facts, bending them to fit whatever political narrative they're trying to communicate at the time. But one's got to wonder exactly what Assemblyman Eric Linder was thinking when he presented clearly inaccurate information on the floor of the Assembly. Now, he was talking about his bill, AB 2510, which removes all uniformity from the California CCW permit. Tell you what, let's take a look at some of those facts.
The bill will also create uniformity among the system that's already in place. Currently, each sheriff's department is issuing their own ID cards without a single standard template across the entire state of California.
Now, the current carry license may be ugly and outdated, but it is uniform. In fact, the Legislative Digest of the Assembly member's own bill states the following: existing law requires that licenses and applications for licenses be uniform throughout the state. So is the Assemblyman acknowledging that some of the issuing authorities are actually breaking the law and not issuing uniform permits?
AB 2510 creates a criteria and a template of what the card ID should look like in order for it to be legal. AB 2510 is an attempt to create uniformity in a system that is already taking place across the states.
The bill language specifically states that as long as the ID contains certain information and has a photo, the Department of Justice must approve it. There's no requirement for uniformity in design at all. So, if the issuing authority decided that they wanted to issue coffee mugs as a permit, the AG would be forced to approve it, as long as it had the right information and a photo.
Some sheriff's departments have taken upon themselves to create new permits that look similar to driver's licenses, and therefore easier to carry. Unfortunately, outside of these issuing counties, these IDs have no legality whatsoever. Assembly Bill 2510 would allow for these modern ID cards, similar to a driver's license, to be used in lieu of cumbersome paper permits that are currently being issued.
Now, not only is there no requirement for uniformity in design, but there's no design requirements at all. I mean, they could put it on a t-shirt if they wanted, and once again, the AG would be forced to approve it. Oh, and by the way, the driver's license-like ID that the Assemblyman held up looks an awful lot like an Arizona permit, which, by the way, does not meet the standards for approval laid out in his own bill.
Law enforcement is already trained on how to identify different types of licenses.
We would love to know where the Assemblyman got this one. To our knowledge, there's no formal requirement in law or in post-training standards that requires law enforcement to be trained on how to recognize CCW permits. And it's also important to note that there's nothing in the language of AB 2510 that would require it either. So, if such a requirement does exist, we would encourage the Assemblyman to point it out in law or send us a copy of the curriculum. We'd love to see it. The fact is, it would be great if AB 2510 did everything the author says it does. But one only has to read the bill to recognize that it doesn't. Now, keep in mind that the bill's author, Eric Linder, already voted to disarm CCW holders on school and university campuses when he supported SB 707. And the bill's sponsor, well, they haven't exactly been with us when a lot of these anti-gun laws have been proposed. And these are the folks who are asking you to trust them with your gun rights. Look, it's plain and simple. I just encourage you to do what apparently the bill's author and sponsor have yet to do, and that is read the bill. And then call Assemblyman Eric Linder and encourage him to do the same. If you like these updates, please like and share them on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Craig DeLuz in the FPC Newsroom. Thank you for watching.